Hi, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. We are continuing exactly where we left off, but a giant update slash, not like update in the game, but like things, I did something, basically, I did some nonsense. Essentially, I did the thing that I was talking about, which as you guys can see, we had like $100,000 or something, some craziness, and now we have 25,000. Grin, what the fuck happened? So, ladies and gentlemen, what had happened is we buffed up our companions by a lot. Now, a part of me really thinks I probably should have just held off a touch, because the problem is when you go to tinker your gear up, it's insanely high in terms of the cost of tinkering, even with all the special perks that you can attain. So if we go into our character skills and stuff like that, certain skills into science, the one that you really want, it seems, is science, which it says tinker cost for science weapons is capped, which means it will always only cost $200, which is not that bad. But say you have like a level 9 weapon, and you've been using it for a long time, whatever, but then you invest like crazy into tinkering, which increases its level. So we brought this to level 29, but this was super cheap because it's a science weapon. But say you're like me and your favorite companion is Pravati, and her like idealistic weapon is of course a flamethrower. It costs 25,000 bits to level this thing up, if I'm not mistaken. Holy Christ, is that too much? By so much, it's so much money to level this thing up, but it's at 25. I don't think I'll need to level it up anytime soon again, but it is significantly better if you're able to get a flamethrower that is level like 20 and not level 12. But every single flamethrower in this entire game I've ever seen is always level 12. I've never seen one get to be level 23 or 30 or something weird like that. Also, another thing I did is I was hoarding a bunch of random resources like crazy. So I just had a bunch of shotguns, pistols, little tiny bits of armor that I just kept throwing in my vault. Now, why did I do that? Because in your basically in your repair character skill slot, so if we have a lot of engineering is what it's called, we have a breaking down weapons and armor have a 10% chance of giving you a rare mod, basically. And one of those rare mods, you guessed it, corrosion, which I don't exactly know what is. I think it's better than shock. However, Nyoka is got this as well. So both of our people, both Nyoka and Pravati, are now geared to the teeth. They have much better weapons even than me, although I have really set my I'm sitting comfortably in my support role. But anyways, so now they're both geared to the teeth. They both have an amazing weapon. Pravati's going to be doing corrosive, as well as Nyoka's going to be standing with incendiary, because that's just great. And also Pravati I gave her basically the most godly armor I could possibly create, which is this. So not only does Pravati she's basically gold as fuck, and it looks just amazing. So she's really bright and will look great, I promise. But also, she has 5 extra damage rating. She has this ability where when people get close to her, it resets my slow-mo mode. We have carrying capacity, all that stuff. I do want to eventually get Nyoka the same armor, because she just looks so stylish. The Elite Trooper armor gold. It's a gold armor, looks great. I would love to get her that, but I haven't found another armor piece, although I have found helmets all over the place. So that's just something to note. As of basically how I was able to do all this is I basically respec myself, expect into the things that I knew affected engineering and all that stuff, and then I respec myself back. So I'm hoping that we're not too offset here. But this is where I put all my skills. I put a lot of stuff into science, because I think we're going to go down that route instead of big guns. Instead, we're just going to be rocking the science, supportive kind of abilities. And we put a lot more points into this, specifically determination, because that's where our companions were falling apart, is the idea when one falls, we die. It's not good. So we need to give them more health, which we did, as well as we got them better armor, which we also did. And we also get this other perk, which is fantastic, which says, if a companion is downed, party gains 15 armor rating. Or 50 armor rating, and damage for 10 seconds. I think that this will save us from any kind of hell, just because that 15 armor rating is going to be nuts, as well as the damage is going to be nuts. So if one falls, the other one should be able to mop up the floor with the rest, which is good. Also, I didn't know that Nyoka gave us so much medical, but yeah. Anyways, regardless, if we can get this, it says further reduces tinker costs by. I think I got that, and it was still just a shocking amount of money. So maybe we don't even need to invest in science anymore. I don't know. Regardless, plasma damage and shock damage and science weapon effects. Okay, maybe we would just want it for that. Regardless, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be starting our way through the companion quest line. Now, I was thinking about doing Pravati just because she's my favorite and I just love her to bits, but instead we're going to start with Nyoka, because Nyoka is, we kind of started it and then stopped halfway, which I'm sorry if you guys haven't seen the previous parts. It's basically, if you scroll through the Let's Play of the playlist thing, you'll be able to see that the one with Nyoka in the thumbnail is when we met her and when we did some of her companion quests, although we only did like 2 things. So, and that was basically her just being like, hey, you're pretty okay. Do you mind helping me visit my like dead companions' grave sites? And you're like, sure. And that's all you guys really missed. But alas, let us select that quest and get our butt moving, because we have to burn through this game, guys. I really do want to get it like, not like done with, but on our way, you know? I'm very much hoping we're back into the eviscerating everything, probably until we beat the game, to be like honest. I think we're gonna kill everything in sight. Yeah, it's like, yeah, stupid, crazy killing things. Also, ladies and gentlemen, just wanted to throw this out here. Check this shit out. Boom. Dual mugs, one's coffee, one's matcha, and they're both fighting with me because matcha's like zen but also has caffeine, and then I'm just drinking straight caffeine, so it's just kind of a mess. Let's not talk about it, alright? But yeah, my biggest oof when leveling myself up and gearing myself out probably is, let's do one of these. Excuse me, a Mantisaur Queen. Well, hot damn. Shoot that one. So now I'm worried this just teleports them to the ground. Like I throw them in the air and then they immediately just perk back up. Also, jeez. Yeah. I think yeah, you're gonna be death incarnate, and you look so good. You look so good. Pravati, I think, is all we're gonna need. Although I did gear up Nyoka, because of course I did. Why would I not do that? Overkill, baby. I saved up weapons and ammunition for that exact reason. For one day, I may set in motion gods amongst this planet.
Let's clear this sulfur-sodden fucks out so Hayes can rest in peace.
Alright, you swear more than me. Worst part is, I don't even know I'm doing it. It's just kind of a horrible human trait that I have. Money shot!
Here we go!
Did it! My chest. Also, because I respect them, and I respect Pravati to basically be, whenever she uses her action skill, it gives her more damage, which it kind of works because of the whole flamethrower mentality.
Nothing personal, I swear.
Yes. How good? So good. Examine. So, Nyoka, life.
Hayes was the best self-sacrificing son of a saint I ever met. Halcyon is worse off without him. Now, if we're gonna lure the Manta Queen out, we'll need to find Rebecca and Anders. They took a UDL contract on Terra 2. We never heard from them again. Think it's time I call in a favor with Hiram. If anyone can track them down, it's him.
Why do we need their help?
The Queen ain't just gonna come out on her own. She'll have dug tunnels into the mountain. I've got theories about how to lure her out, but Anders would know for sure.
And they took a UDL contract?
I don't know much about it. It paid well, so they took it. They said they'd be back in a couple of weeks, and that maybe we could all use the money to get off Monarch. That was a long time ago.
You didn't try to find them?
I should have. I really should have. But soon after they left, Hayes and the others died. And to be honest, after him, I stopped trying. Because it hurt like hell to do so.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're trying to confront it.
Thanks. I'm still not convinced I won't come to regret it, but we've started down this path. Might as well see it through. Maybe it'll stop me screaming at night. Now come on, let's make tracks before Hiram dies of old age.
That's one of those things that's always sad. Like, they do it so, because it's such a parallel within the real world, apparently. But it's the whole idea, like, when you see someone who drinks consistently and you're like, man, this person's just, they need to get their shit together kind of thing. But then you're like, oh, it's because they're, like, dying inside, or they're trying to deal with this trauma, you know, this horrible nightmare situation in their mind. And you're like, oh, shit, I'm a fucking dickhead. But, yeah. As of the friends, just remember they took a mission off-world, and then they said, we're gonna come back, and it's gonna get us all off this godforsaken planet. And then we didn't hear from them again. So remember that in your minds.
So much for peace and quiet.
Would kill the universe to cut me some slack. And I don't see an Insta-coffee in your hand.
Nyoka needs a favor. Yeah.
Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
Aw, you called us friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me.
She's your friend and she's in need. You're the only one that can help, or who can help.
Tug on my heartstrings, why don't you? Look, I'll do what I can, all right?
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took a UDL contract back when Monarch went to shit, and I need to find them. I believe them to be on Terra 2.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes, round 1 of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL contract. Now scram. And, good luck.
You too, Hiram. Goodbye.
Give my regards to Phineas.
Yep. Can I fast travel out of here? Because it does put me in the building. So you think... No, of course it's not. You can fast travel in it, but not out of it. Oh, also, I've been lying to you guys, except I haven't, because I was also lied to. Well, essentially, they uploaded a patch. You know, the patches I'm constantly bitching at because they reset save, like quick save buttons. And I have to find it again and map it again. Hey, quick save. But, what do you call it? If we go into here, they changed some shit on us. Yeah, they changed some stuff, and I didn't see it. One of the things that's big is this. Where is it? This right here. Chance to reset companion ability cooldown on critical hits, but it's now on a cooldown for 8 seconds. Shitty. Really, really shitty. And to me, man, especially how fucking painstaking hard mode is. Like we went from being like, we're just eviscerating everything to nope. Everything kills you in 10 seconds. That's it. And you're like, what? Shit. But yeah, to me, I hate when they do stuff in this in games like this, especially when it's a single player game, which is about building your character in various ways with a crazy amount of like skills and your stats. So to me, it's just like, why would that be kept? That's a clever mechanic that certain people could see and be like, oh, I could just invest in a weapon that gets me crits and get my companion cooldown back instantly. Yeah, so I think that's silly. But also, if that is one of the things you should patch is an ability to skip the companions like I'm gonna shoot up the whole thing kind of mode. Anyways, I'll meet you guys there because we're gonna go back to I think Rossway or something. As of Nyoka, by the way, because again, one of the things I really like about the game is you have like so much understanding for a certain character. Yeah, she wants to meet her love bug, goddamn Sam. But anyways, Nyoka. What do you call it? Nyoka to me is again, out of all the characters that I've seen, I did not think she was going to be a person I liked as much as I did. Pravati fell in love with instantly, but Nyoka was the character I was just like, okay, there's some sort of weird, like super pink-haired woman, like this is just kind of strange, especially in this world. But her personality is like a bona fide badass, like just to and from. And that's really endearing to me. But one of the characters I thought I would love to pieces, which I hate so much, is like the cute short-haired lass. I thought she would be so badass because she's like a smuggler, but she just comes off like an arrogant edgelord a lot of the time, and it's super not endearing to me. Yeah, especially when you do her companion quests. Like you do her companion quests and you like her less, or at least I do. But yeah, I don't know, it's weird. Also, Graham did not look that dapper. All right, if that's supposed to be Graham and what's the name, please, please, how dare you, guys? We've come so far. What came? You know what I'm trying to say. Look at this. We very beginning, we had to go into this planet. Now we can devour gods. It's the whole thing. It's a whole long journey. But anyways, let's go see the outpost that Nyoka's friends were like, hey, the last job they had or some shit. Anyways, let's do it. Where's my water gun?
And this is the outpost. Rebecca! Anders! Come on out!
Yes. Bangarang! I think they're all level 1s. Go in! I probably should put Pravati in the shit first, because she'll like jump around and blow up everybody. Nice job.
Don't mess with us.
I really need to stop reloading. We do shoot a lot of ammunition for like one shot of this weapon though. for what it's worth, it's a giant AoE weapon for sure, but still. Also, it's just cool seeing people fly in the air. I don't know why there's never like a mine just in one of these buildings. I think that'd be something like just a booby trap, but nah. They were like, you know what? No. You want a booby trap? How dare you even look at me? I'm like, all right, that seems like a lot. I mean, I don't know why is your face so great? I mean, you are very pretty, but I don't know what to do with that. Anywho, what is this? Oh. Sell my junk, I guess. Alright. It's Spacer Joy. Alright.
Hey, take a gander. The door's busted. Rebecca? Anders? You in there?
And let's hit the button.
Huh. Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it. Oh no. Oh no. What did you do?
Oh, Nyoka. I'm so sorry.
I'm being a real insensitive dickbag, but we gotta loot anything, okay? There's a person who killed themselves up here. I think that's the vibe I think I'm getting. I don't remember the quest too back to front, but I think they killed themselves. I don't see a gun anywhere, so maybe not. Regardless, I'm gonna quickly loot them, because I'm evil. And this. So this tells you a bunch of shit. Basically, I think what it basically summarizes is that they were saying, again, the whole premise of this story arc thus far is that they're a group of friends, group of hunters. One of these groups of hunters took a job that they said that they were going to make enough money to get them all off world. Turns out they ditched their friends, basically. They're like, fuck it, I just want to get off world. So then they abandoned their friends, started this colony, but then poverty, I think, happened, and they just died anyway. But even still, they still abandoned their friends, you know, when they were telling them that they were going to take them with them, basically.
I don't...
Anyways,
They were... That bitch! They were all set to abandon us! What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you! The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses! Ugh. Or to leave your medallions to rot with you, but Clara would want to be buried with her sister. At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I'm glad. If she were still alive now, it'd break her to know the truth.
Yeah, that sucks. She'd still want to know, same as you did.
Yeah, maybe. I'm used to disappointment. She was still so naive as to let it hurt her every time it happened. Only thing left is to take these medallions home, which means figuring out how to bait the Mana Queen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick.
Might do it? I didn't think there was anything in the wilderness you didn't know.
That'd be boring. Half the fun in exploring is the fact that you're on an unknown trail. I've never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
Yes, and now we must go on the hunt at the one planet plate. Yes. Yep. Oh, this would be really poetic because when we went there, we were a little bitch. We couldn't do anything. And now... So what Flex is going to tell us, he has a companion quest, and we're going to get to it at some point. At some point later. Nah, not right now. Yeah, his is a weird one. Because, again, I love the people that make this game. Like, I think the people that made the original Fallout and people who made Fallout New Vegas, brilliant bit of people. But I will say that they're just the companion quests are super varied, and they're like super interesting as well. Honestly, I shouldn't say that because I really do like the companion quests that exist in Fallout 3. Actually, Fallout 3 was fantastic in terms of its storytelling, in terms of its companion quests.
I'm in Fallout 4's companion
Go
quest.
in, Pravade. That a girl. Focus on every other one though. Yes, we'll eviscerate all of them and all that. That's a dead corpse, I think. I'm gonna run away. There's one right there, guys. Oh, now he's underground. Well, I'm gonna take the gross little body smells, I guess. Pheromone sack.
Awful empty around here. Where'd everybody go? No one to talk to for miles and miles. Ooh, gives me the shivers.
Gives me just a sense of ease, honestly. It's probably just me though. Ooh, people are freaking me out.
Here we go.
Look at him go! He died immediately. It's just so majestic, flying in the air. Ooh. I think that's what's happening to my loot. Like I oftentimes try to grab something, or I'm like, a robot dies, and I'm like, where the hell did they go? I think I put like them in the air, and then provided it hits them, and it just flings them back. Also, if I'm not mistaken, there's a good little bit of XP we can get right here by being kind to a very neat little robot. Cause I'm too far back and shit, I guess. Hello, bud.
Salutations. This unit's primary function is excavate or current active commands.
Yep. This place is abandoned. I think you can stop.
Negative. This unit.
There's something right soothing about having a job and doing it proper. If you want to keep working, little guy, I say you do it.
You know, it's a crying shame that auto mechanicals can't get drunk or laid. This thing needs both.
This unit has now exhausted its available library of opinions about excavation.
Got it. What are you excavating?
This unit.
So you're a prospector.
Thank you.
That's it? Alright. I thought you could like hack it or something. Engineering, maybe not. But maybe I just picked the wrong dialogue choices. Maybe. Mayhaps. Can I fast travel over there, please? I gotta run it. I have to run it. The good news is I got a perk with one of the other perks that I was choosing to get. Hey, you! Bangarang! I don't think I need to do much. Yeah, I think that'll kill you.
To shreds, you say? I see you now.
Get the other primal that's coming for me. I've got the eye of the tiger. What's up, dudes? Bangarang! This.
I'll fix you right up.
Focus on big one. Hell yeah. Drop nothing. The XP isn't even that good. Here we are. The true primals or whatever. I don't know. Have some of this. Some of this to anchor all you. And just keep layering it on. Never mind. You killed it all before I could activate your powers. Okay. Now do I talk to you? I do.
That queen ain't gonna go down easy. I can't wait.
These glands are gross. Take them, please.
Outstanding. These ought to be enough. Let's get back to Monarch. There's an old base I used to call home. I can get us in the door, but we'll have to shoot our way through the Queen's brood to get to the center. We'll set the bait there. Password to the door is Charon.
Badass. What's Charon?
Hayes' idea. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, Nyoka. Charon. He said it was some old myth. Something about death and all the things we killed. Rest of us just thought it sounded cool, so here we are.
Sounds pretty badass. Remind me, what's the base again? It's about time. We're gonna go kill a Manta Queen.
Fucking right we are.
Nice. Alright, that was just like a... Go team! Yay! Fist bump. Shit. Alright. Good enough for me. Also, we're gonna take your parts and your coolant and all that lovely stuff, and I don't have that much of a care to collect anymore, but I think it's neat. Also, we have a death grid wall here as well. Neat. Back to the ship. We got limited time, so we're gonna go kill this Queen, call it good, and wrap up Nyoka's quest and have her undying loyalty. Slash, just like she's gonna be like, hey, thanks, bud. And I'm like, yeah. Alright. Yo, welcome. And all that. Hostile enemies in nearby?
I'm real sorry about your friends, Nyoka. Ain't no one deserves to go like that. Certainly not folks just trying to get by.
Thanks for saying that. You know, after seeing so many people get chomped, trip into sulfur pools, shot by marauders, I always figured we'd die young. But just because you expect it doesn't make it any easier. Oh shit. Next chance we get, I'm buying you a Spectrum bottle, so we can proper drown this melancholy.
Yay, Parvati doesn't drink, but yay. That's why. Parvati! And these little bitches. All of you. You're the reason why I can't fast travel. I've exterminated this whole town, but you... Parvati's sweet, alright? This is the sweetest. Now, unfortunately, my dumb character is just like... I'm gonna choose to not be kind or supportive right now and just get the shit done. Which honestly makes sense if you're the captain. It's like less, like more actions, but are better than words. But when they're like sweet, kind words like Parvati, oh, it's great, alright? And we're here. Man, it's really nice to run this fast, actually. We should save. We haven't saved in a while. Hello? Fuck, you were saying something. Alright. Yeah. What you said. And we're in. Okay. I think they were just like, holy shit, this is like Fort Knox. Because they did. They made like a little enclave out in the middle of nowhere. Which was like their gang's hideout and shit. Very cool. Also, I wonder if this will work on the queen and make her weak and whatnot. We shall see. I don't think it's probably gonna happen, but maybe. Yeah, that movement speed I can see as being invaluable even when it comes to... Well, you can't dodge. Yeah, you can't dodge, I just don't do it enough. Because we don't typically need to do it that much as well. Also, hey-o! Hey-o! Sorry. Little bit behind on the AO, but still. Do Parvati going da ba da ba ba da ba ba. There we go. Yes, we are. So now we need to go around. I just want to get the match. So there we go. We need to go around and put all of their like special tags, I think, around everybody. Oh. Nyoka, you want to say anything about this? No? Just like, okay, just dead person with a key on it? Alright. So I guess they attacked you in the base that Queen did, and that's just your dead friends are all up in here? Never, like, buried them? You think they'd be decomposed or whatnot, but okay. I realize this is a trying time for you and all that, but still, like, Christ. Just, like, if I ever die, like, would you please throw me in the ground or something? Burn me? Something. Anything. I would hate for you to come back and be like, oh, look at Captain, and it's just like a disgustingly mangled bugs are eating my face and all this horribleness, you know? Then again, if you don't bury me, what if I come back as a zombie?
Great work.
And I'm just smooth sailing, you know? Maybe. Because if you bury me, then I'm just gonna have to fight my way back to the top. Alright, Nyoka. I got all this shit. I think. Unless I missed something. I hope I didn't. A quick save. Let's talk to our girl and wrap it up, I guess. Actually, can I talk to you first?
What's up?
Just wanted to ask. No? Okay. This. Hold. Place. Little chains.
Well, this is the spot. You know, I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end. But I ain't. I'm mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe. The first night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur.
You know, it did feel a bit different when we walked in.
Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building.
You built all this? This base?
We hauled in steel. Hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first, but for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable.
Must have been a brave kid.
More like attached at the hip to her older sister. Got a kind of strength between them, I suppose. She had a head for numbers, helped us trade hides for food and materials, negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and me. 6 folks, 1 name, 1 family. Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong.
You are family. I'm sorry they're gone, Nyoka.
Me too, Captain. But I'm starting to think that maybe I found another. Now let's get to shooting before I get all sentimental.
Watch out!
Quickly! Alright, guys! We're gonna do this by the books. Fuck it. I immediately gave up on my strategy because I seen all of them so close. Okay, we're just gonna keep trying to pile this on, guys. Give me a quick sec.
Heads, you say? Got him.
Quickly. He's suspended in the air. Wow, you.
Right.
This was actually a competent fight when I fought for the first time. Holy shit. I think it was Bravati's goddamn flamethrower which just eviscerated them. Alright, that works. Sorry, that's just a bit hilarious. Like, holy. Talk about a slaughter, man. Yeesh. Alrighty, well, there's some stuff here, I think. Yes, maybe it was just the weekend combined with everything, because yeah. Hot damn. When their companion abilities didn't come back, I was like, let's see what happens. And no, we killed everything. Okay. Alright. Quick save again. Hello.
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. Burying him. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have done. That makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but that also makes it right. Captain, thank you.
You're welcome, Nyoka.
You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper before I lay everyone's medallions to rest.
Of course, although I think you should hold on to the medallions.
What? Why? Them's painful memories, Captain.
They like to be remembered once in a while, even if it hurts.
Huh. That ain't a bad point. All right, Captain. Thanks.
Yeah, that's the shitty thing about memories and just people. As much as it's like some people just hate feeling like, especially when you lose somebody, you feel so empty and hollow inside. And so many people are like, I just need to get away from this feeling because it's devouring me whole. But at the same point, she's drinking. But at the same point, it's the pain that you're feeling is a reminder of the amazing people that were in your life, you know, like it's not just bad. The reason why it hurts so bad is because they were so fantastic and amazing. It's kind of the deal you take when you love somebody, care about people. So yeah, remember that there's good and bad in both of those memories and to try to hang on to them even though it may be really bad sometimes. Chasing tail. At the very least, you came back to us in the end, yeah. That's I think the person that left. One of the very few who deserved better. What was the first one? I didn't really see this. That I ever lost. The closest thing to a sister that I ever lost. That's sad. What was this one? I kind of breezed by him. The most egregious crime was having the guts to die before me. Alright.
You know, I'd been assuming this entire stay on your ship thing isn't a permanent arrangement. Part of my contract? That said, you ain't been eaten or shot to death yet. Says a lot about the stability of your future. And to be honest, I'm about sick of sleeping on bar stools. So how's about this? You keep letting me stay on that ship of yours, and I'll keep shooting at the things you point at.
Nice. Sounds good to me.
Outstanding.
Alright. I think you can also, there was an option I kind of wanted to pick there, but it's like, could you please not like be a bad influence on her crew? Because she just gets hammered all the time. And again, she is like quite literally like a tornado of death. Actually, not really. I think Pravati is like vastly more fucking just blitzing crazy death monster. But she's quite second. Comes in second, like a lot. The reason why Pravati is so good is because her action skill comes back and she can get all her damage abilities back faster. Also, she has a stun ability, which like throws a person back and like you're stuck, you know? It's good. Good. But regardless, ladies and gentlemen, we've done it! All in one video. Pop that closed. I don't know if we'll make another one very soon. Probably. But I don't know which one we'll do next. But we've basically done Nyoka's quest. Back to front, she's all done. Boom. Boom. Now, the next person might be Pravati, because Pravati takes us deep into the one place, which I don't want to do just yet.
Pravati discussing the latest Aetherwave series.
Yes, Aetherwave, fucking TV universe stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for your time. Subscribe about me. It's 2 videos to my right. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.